I don't. The Christians I respect are emotionally honest people, and the Christians I don't respect are emotionally dishonest people. And that goes for all people, including atheists, although I am more likely to respect someone that is intellectually honest, if not emotionally honest. But the thing is that we have to understand that is the place for rationality, is in our public discourse, our interactions with one another, with other human beings. That is the place to let let go of reason and logic a little bit, to let ourselves be a little more free. Because honesty is not always rational. It's not always rational to say what's on your mind. It's not always rational to project yourself as who you are, but that shouldn't be what governs us. And can I live by this advice myself? I try to. I try to. That's what I can say about everything. I try. I try so hard to live up to the ideals that I preach. Can I do it? I haven't been able to yet, but I keep trying. And maybe that's all we really need. Maybe all we need is to keep trying. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. I wonder how much time has passed now. Got to be drawing near the end at this point. Have to be at least 40 minutes in. I guess I can allow myself a cheat here. I'm just going to stop the camera and move it to video mode for a second. So not to record. Never mind. It's all very technical. Let me just check. Oh, okay. I checked. There's 9 minutes left. So I guess I've been talking for 50 minutes. And I don't know if anyone's still with me now. Even the people who were with me at the 20, 30, 40-minute mark, they may be gone by now. If you're still watching this, then thank you very much for caring about what I have to say, or at least being bored enough that you're willing to be bored with me. Although I guess I'm not bored anymore. Have I said anything profound? I guess maybe not, maybe. I don't know. I can't try to be profound. I mean, I do try to be profound. I'm trying to be profound, but I'm trying to not be false. I'm not trying to sound profound. I'm trying to actually be profound. But is anyone really profound when they mean to be? I mean, I seem to think that just being honest is enough to make me profound. And maybe in this world it is, but I don't know. Say, people are weird. They say things like, the wise man is the person who questions his own wisdom. And you're meant to think that they're talking about themselves, but if they're saying that, then obviously they find themselves to be wise, and they're not questioning their own wisdom. But I say that kind of thing, and I do question my wisdom, but I question my wisdom and then declare myself wise for questioning my wisdom. It's a big fucking paradox. It's crazy. It forms this total fucking loop that makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. And I don't seem to care. That's what really bothers me about this stuff. It never really bothers me that there's so much wrong with the world. It really bothers me that I don't care as much as I should. It's such a selfish thing, really, to be so concerned with my own reaction to things. But that's the problem. We can't look beyond ourselves. There's no way. We have no means of doing it. I wish we did. I think I wish we did. Maybe there'd be as many drawbacks as pluses. Maybe there'd be more drawbacks than pluses. But it would be something else anyway. Some change to this cycle. If we fucked things up, at least we fucked them up so that they're different. I mean, we've been repeating the same cycle for so long now. Read history books and it just keeps repeating itself. We've been stuck in reruns for centuries. Same shit, different technology. That's all it really is. We're getting better, though. I'll be honest. I think we are getting better. We're improving, I think. At least we have been for a while now. We've got new problems now, but we're better off than we used to be. I watch a lot of the History Channel that we're talking about. You watch these History Channel specials about these old kings and czars and emperors, And they used to just be able to order people into situations where, I mean, they could order their populace to do anything. And, you know, they'd be like, build me a statue, or you're going to build a city here because it is the will of the king, or whatever. And, you know, these politicians today can still get away with quite a lot. We can still get ourselves into quagmires like Iraq, but we can't they don't have the power that the old kings used to have. There is some system of checks and balances. It's deteriorated a little over the last decade, but I think if you look at the overall trend, you'll see that for the most part we've been moving progressively towards more and more freedom, and that's a good thing. But you have to wonder if it's coming fast enough, and it's not affecting all of the world. A lot of parts of the world are not moving towards more freedom. A lot of parts are moving towards less freedom. That's always been the case, because we don't really move as one world. We move as a bunch of little nations. It's so crazy because it's just a bunch of little lines we drew in the dirt. You know, you don't go off into space, and there's no line that separates Mexico from America. There's no line that separates, you know, America from Canada, or Canada from Alaska, which I guess is part of America. But the lines, they don't exist. They're not really there. You know, it's just shit we made up. And why can't we be united as one people under one economy and one government that strives for freedom? The Bible works against that, of course. It says that the Antichrist will establish a one-world government. You know, so now everyone who tries to establish a one-world government, which would be ultimately beneficial to humanity for the most part, will be labeled as an Antichrist by the Christian right. And it'll make it very hard to accomplish anything like that. Once again, religion hinders progress. That's really my beef with religion. It's not that it makes people kill people. It doesn't make people kill people, or that it makes people ignorant. It doesn't make people ignorant. People are ignorant, therefore they go to religion. It's not the other way around. What really bothers me about religion is how often it stands in the way of progress, how often it provides false moral objections to things that would be good for us. You know, how often it stands in the way of civil rights, how often it stands in the way of ending the suffering of people. It's how much it holds us back that really bothers me. How much it really divides us. Maybe right now I'm adding to that. You know, but I guess any religion out there can make the boast that if all people were united under its banner, people would no longer be divided. But really, only atheism can really make that claim for one very simple reason. Because Christianity will not accept every person. It will not accept. It will not accept homosexuals. It will not accept a great deal of sinners of various stripes, and it won't accept certain behaviors that are relatively harmless to other people. So it can never really be the one thing that unifies all of humanity. And atheism, of course, can't unify all humanity, but it's going to be a secular system of beliefs that unifies us if we're ever unified. Because we cannot possibly be united under a religious system, because too many of us are just outsiders. There are too many of us that are pariahs for that to be something that unites us. Whereas we need a system where people say, you know, yeah, I don't like what Joe does, but that's Joe's business. And we don't have that. We have, I don't like what Joe does, therefore it should be illegal. You know, if the two gay guys down the street want to get married, then let them. I don't like their fucking faggy sex. I think that it's disgusting. But you know what? I'm a rational adult, and they're rational, consenting adults. So I'll have my disgust and outrage, and I'll keep it to myself. If they want to know how I feel, I'll tell them how I feel. And if I want to put up a video on YouTube that says I hate homosexuals, I'll do that.